It ain't the mountains, but it ain't bad. Alright guys, I've got a confession to make. I am no fashionista by any means. In fact, I own a very few amount of clothes and I generally wear very similar things on a day-to-day basis. So when I designed my first shirt, it definitely showed through in that. But good news. I've got a new shirt campaign running on Teespring, a brand new shirt, and it is awesome. The new design is a million times better than the original, and I have a subscriber to thank for that, actually. I'll link him right here, at Roland Dan Media. This guy reached out to me when he saw that my shirt was in desperate need, and sent me an already designed graphic, which I have put on the new shirt along with my logo on the back, because I know that a few of you guys really wanted to see that on the shirt. The shirt that it's on is a top-end American Apparel, really nice cotton shirt. It feels really great. Any of you guys that have bought one of Brian's shirts over on BKXC, it's the same type of shirt, that high-end one. Yeah, and I think you guys will really like it. So if you haven't already, hop on Teespring. The campaign will be running for the first campaign will be running only for a day more, but it will stay up after that, so you can grab them. And they come in a bunch of different colors. Show everyone what you're all about. Living free, riding hard, getting stoked, while supporting your favorite mountain bike YouTuber at the same time. So the main purpose of today's video is I hit 10,000 subs like a week ago, and it came really fast. It happened way sooner than I expected, like right after the 5K sub update came out. And I didn't have any time to prepare, but I want to do something for you guys for showing me all the love and helping me get to the 10K, which is a huge mile marker. A lot of you guys have been asking me questions over the last few weeks, month, about, I mean, all sorts of different stuff. You know, how do I do what I do? How do I live life on the road? Like bike questions, camping questions, just like I'm making money on the road, all these different things. And, you know, I want to share these things with you guys. So for my 10K subscriber appreciation video, I want to do a question and answer. And this is what I've come up with, because I can't answer everything. What I've decided to do is ask you guys to submit questions in the comment section below. And the types of questions that you should ask, or the best format, is a specific question. You know, if you ask just broad questions like, how do you live on the road? That's way too big and broad of a topic to answer. But if you ask me, you know, what do I eat for breakfast? Or what type of what type of tent do I use? Or stuff like that, you know, specific things. How do I find free camps everywhere I go? These are questions that I can answer. So try to make them as specific as possible. And tag the beginning of them with an all caps question, so that people in the comments know that this is a question being submitted. And then what we can do is vote for the top questions, maybe, you know, the top 5, top 10 or something like that. Hit like on any question that you also want to hear the answer to. And the top ones are the ones that I'll take and answer. I also wanted to give you guys kind of an update, because last you heard from me, you know, I had done this. And I'm still in a sling. So I came down to Florida and got my shoulder checked out. Florida is where my insurance is, so I had to be down here to get in to see like a specialty doctor. So I've got my shoulder checked out. It's pretty bad. Like, the dislocation is a pretty serious injury, and the doctor tells me that I have to have it in a sling for 4 weeks of immobilization before I can begin my rehab. So I'm in Florida right now, rehabbing. Well, resting and then rehabbing, but that's not going to stop me from making videos. I look at this as a great opportunity to get my game dialed and get working on this backlog of footage that I have for you guys. So I'm actually really looking forward to it because I've got a hell of a story over the past 10 months to show you guys before I met up with Brian for that first time. I've got some cool stuff. I rafted the Grand Canyon, I went climbing in Joshua Tree, I went mountain biking all over California, road trip through Utah, mountain biking all over Colorado. I've got a whole lot of stuff, so you guys will still definitely be getting videos every single week, and I think you'll really enjoy the story. Yeah, so some of you might be wondering, the people who follow me on Instagram might be wondering where I am right now. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put it right here. Hit me up. That's where you can keep up with like the day-to-day stuff. The YouTube videos are always a little backed up. On YouTube right now, I'm still in Salida, but as you see, I'm in Florida. So let me show you where I am. It's pretty awesome. Opening doors is a struggle. Check this out. Ooh. I'm in Key West. Or Key Largo, technically. So when I got down to Florida, my dad and my uncle and their friend were planning on coming down to the Keys for a vacation. And when my uncle heard that I was going to be in town, he invited me along with. And, who am I to say no? It's a definite benefit of... This is my dad up here. Definite benefit of people knowing that you're always down for an adventure. I say yes to everything. I'd never turn down a fun adventure. You always get the invite when someone's doing something fun and looking for company. So I'm down here in the Keys. We are just straight chilling. I'm still doing some video editing, but I get to hang out by the water. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's where I am right now. So yesterday we went down to the last island in the Keys, Key West, and I got some clips, so I'll show you guys. We basically all we did was eat and drink all day and walk around, do touristy stuff. But it's a very different lifestyle down there. It's very laid back, even from the rest of Florida. But yeah, it's a good vacation spot. Definitely no mountain biking, which is a bummer. But hey, since I can't be riding a bike, it's good to take my mind off things. So yeah, that's basically my update. I'm down here. I'm gonna be rehabbing. I gotta, keep positive, and I'm making plans for next year. I'm really excited about that next season. And there's some real cool possibilities that I want to make happen to really, just set things off for the channel and some really fun content for you guys. Next season, I think it will be the best year ever. But yeah, so that concludes the update. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Like I said, hop on Teespring, grab yourself a shirt. Every single shirt purchased really helps me out. And don't forget to submit your questions below for my Q&A 10K update. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for a fun ride on Tuesday. You know what to do. Until then, live free, ride hard, get stoked. I'm gonna go lay down and chill out here on the patio. Maybe even hit the jacuzzi, do some fishing. All right, guys. Later. Okay, I'm sitting here editing the video, and I forgot to tell you guys something important. I've added to the description of all my videos an almost complete gear list of the camera equipment and riding gear, and even some components off my bike. Because a lot of you guys have been asking about, my gimbal, my camera, my bike. So before you ask these questions, check the description. I've spent a lot of time getting those links down there for you guys. Yeah, so it's down there now. I got you.
Okay.